Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson to the right side and complete to Hurst. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bang, bang, bang. Showing it. He's checking. Crash. Shit.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready. I got it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Mike 50. Go.
Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Complete. It's Johnson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Yardage brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike 40. You ain't got nothing.
Second and 11. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Leonard. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go sack one up. Check. Fresno. Watch twitch. Sponge. No.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ingram again, a first down carry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Watch the shift. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. He's crashing. He's checking.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield, too.
Get up, go. 50's the mark. Yeah. You don't want none. Hey, check Mike 50. No, give it 50. Check Mike 50. So don't say nothing.
Jackson on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Check. Hot. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And an alley to run. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready. He's on the base. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Go. Mike 50, Mike set.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Bud Dupree make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on third and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bud Dupree has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Like this, boy.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Check my 40. I want that. Go. Defense, give me that ball. Shut up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm coming after you, boy. I'm coming after you. Check 26, check 26. Watch the safety creep. Let's walk. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Come on. Haywood. Check. Crunch. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll look to throw here. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Tighten up. Check the backer. Okay.
He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Next to score, Steelers 10, Ravens nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 8. In trouble, and he's taken down. Kenny Young gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Gets this one to Hill. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground, and 4th down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Check my corner. I got you. Let's go. You're online. You're online, baby. Come on, get this. You're online.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check. SOS.
Now they try the right side here. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jalen Ferguson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Steps away to his left. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Under 10. It's free. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Rip right. He's coming out. We got double up. Echo. Check 4. Go. Hold.
2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Walker, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Yeah.
Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Anthony Averett picks it. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Check 31. Kill. Turn up. Deuce. Shift.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And that gives... Now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play. Now a handoff looking right. And
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw here. Well, he's going to go for it all. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. Ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2nd and 10. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Just like that. Look at me. Zipper. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, Haywood. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Waldron. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again. Waldron. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Ready. 60 outlaw. 5. Yo, go. It's going to be a long day. Go, Mike 50. There's a party now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Waldron, he's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Check Mike. Leo. 65. Out. Hard. Hey, switch gears. Hey, Sam. Shoot.
On 4th down, Waldron. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Steelers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Body,